excited to grow your business, and I'm here to see how we can, in the next like 45 minutes, 1 hour, how I can support you and add value to your business to change your mindset to start to see how you can grow your business. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I hope we all know you now.
Yes.
It's marketing strategy. Sisters, I hope you know Mr. Othman a bit. I introduced to you about the boss workshop, and he's our trainer on the boss workshop, inshallah, to be held in October. Yeah, so we'll have with him today, and inshallah in some coming days too, before the big day. At least you know who is Mr. Othman and how good he is in these things. So stay tuned. Make sure you have your notebook and pen. Anything you don't get it clear, make sure you ask. Feel free to ask. Feel free to question whatever you don't understand. Make sure you ask so that we go together in this session. So we can start, Mr. Othman. Welcome.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So if you can hear me, this class is going to be very, very interactive. So one of the things that I like to do is to make sure that any class that I do is very interactive. So if you can hear me loud and clear, I want you to type 7 in the comment section. I'm going to be looking at the comment section. I want you to type 7, just 7, if you can hear me loud and clear before we comment. So I want to make sure that everybody's here and everybody's focused, because one of the things that we have is that a lot of people attend this kind of classes, but they are not very focused, So yeah, if you are, okay, I can see Nemo raising a hand and Salama. I don't know if you guys are, trying to talk, or just type in the comment section if you can hear me. Okay, 7, okay. So we have 3 people that have typed 7. Can we get 2 more and then we comment? All right, fantastic. I need 1 more person and we're good to go. Fantastic. Great. Thank you very much, Saida. All right. So here's the thing. Before we go into the business growth strategy that I want to share with you, there's one thing that I've realized, and I've coached hundreds of business owners for them to 10x their sales, right? For them to 10x their revenues. I'm the host of the Boss Workshop, which is also coming to Tanzania, inshallah, in October. We've hosted that workshop every single month for the past 2 years plus. Last week, Saturday, I hosted the 25th edition. So we have it every month here in Nigeria, in different parts of the country. We've had it in southern Nigeria, we've had it in northern Nigeria. And, inshallah, one of the things that we discussed was how can we now also bring it to Dar es Salaam, where we share. Now, one thing that I've noticed in hosting that class is that the most important thing that helps business owners to grow their business is their mindset. If the mindset is not correct, right, one of the issues that happen is no matter the business strategy that you learn, a lot of times you find a situation whereby you even though you implement it, the strategy will not work. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever learned a strategy, you implemented it, and it did not work? Yes or no? Type it in the comment section. Yes or no? Have you ever learned a business strategy and you implemented it in your business and it didn't work? So if it worked, type yes. If it didn't work, type no. Has there ever been a time that you learned a business strategy, you implemented it, and the business strategy did not work? Yes or no? Yes and no, right? So there are times when you've implemented it and it worked, and there are times where you implemented it and it didn't work. Fantastic. Who else? Let's hear from other people. So Rahma has answered. Can we hear from other people? Let's see. Yes or no? Have you learned a business strategy and then you try to implement it and either it worked or it didn't work? No. Okay, Nemo, thank you very much. Let's have 1 more person to answer and then we'll go ahead. I want to make sure that everybody's engaged. So that's why I'm forcing you guys to answer the questions. right? Because one of the reasons that, like I told you, is that a lot of times we have these kind of classes and then people just put their phones and then they go ahead and they're doing other things. So just take some time and just type yes or no in the comment section. Yes, but to some percentage. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So let me tell you why. There are times when it works, right? But then there are times that it doesn't work. The times that you try to apply a business strategy and the business strategy does not work, the major reason that stops that business strategy from working is as a result of your mindset. The major reason that you would implement a business strategy and the business strategy will not work is a result of your mindset. Now, I want to ask you a question. I've interviewed countless business owners, and one thing that has been consistent in when I talk to business owners, I ask them, are you running a business or are you running a hobby? You are running a hobby if your business that you're running cannot cater for your needs. Whether you like it or not, you're running a hobby. While you are running a business, if your business can actually cater for all your needs. So I'm going to ask you in the comment section now, because we're going to do something. We're going to do an exercise. Are you running a business or a hobby? If you think you are running a business, type 1. If you think you are running a hobby, type 2. That's all I'm asking you. If you think you are running a business, type 1. If you think you are running a hobby, type 2. That's all. All right. So Rahma has said she's running a business. Let me hear from other people. How confident are you about your business? Kultum says 1. Beautiful. I love this. You know, I love it when people say they are running a business. Because, you said?
Me, 1 and 2, both.
1 or 2. You know, you're running a business, you're running a hobby, you're not sure. All right. Let's see. Asmini says she's running a business. Fantastic. Let me hear from other people. Type it. Are you running a business or are you running a hobby? Which one? Which one do you think? And I'm going to ask you 11 questions, right? 11 questions. And truthfully, if that is the only thing we achieve in today's session, to change your mindset from seeing how you are running a hobby to how you can actually run a business, I'm okay. If that's the only thing we do. So I'm going to ask you guys 11 questions. And let me tell you why I'm asking you those 11 questions. You see, like I said, your business should be able to cater for your needs. The reason why most of us, especially in Africa, the reason why most of us run small businesses is because we are more concerned about the business catering for our needs. As long as we can buy a buyer from Dubai to wear, as long as we can go and eat in a restaurant, as long as we can travel for Umrah, as long as we can do 1 or 2 things, alhamdulillah, the business is okay. But you see, those people that build big businesses, the Facebooks, the Googles, all the other big businesses, the Apples, the iPhones and all that, the reason why they grow their businesses to be that big is because they don't see the business as catering for only them. They build a business that caters for everybody. Most of us, as long as the business is catering for us, we're fine. But even that, especially female business owners, most female business owners, your businesses are subsidized. What is a subsidy? A subsidy is when an external person or external factor is taking care of certain aspects of an expense. So you are running a business and you are calling yourself CEO every day. Oh, you know, CEO this, CEO that. But your business is not even catering for your life. So how are you a CEO? So I'm going to ask you 11 questions, like I said. And the essence of these questions is for us to just, test and see whether your business is truly a business, or it's a hobby. And then if we find that your business is a hobby, right, what can we do to move it to a business? And then I'll share 1 or 2 secrets that you can do to do that, and then go. So first and foremost, here's what I want you to do. I believe that all of us have a sheet of paper and a pen. So if you have a sheet of paper and a pen, please type 3 in the comment section. Let me know if you have a sheet and paper and a pen. Type 3. We're going to do some writing. And that writing going to be very emotional. 3, fantastic. Rahma, thank you. Saida, thank you. Nemo, thank you. Asia, thank you. Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're ready to go. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the plain, just a page in your book or a plain sheet of paper, and I want you to divide it into 3. So draw 3 lines on it. 3 lines. When you've done it, just type 3 in the comment section. Let me know that you have done the 3 lines. If you've done it, type 3. All right, fantastic. Good. So here's what I want you to do. One of the lines, under one of the lines, I want you to write expense. Under the second line, I want you to write annual. Under the third line, I want you to write monthly. So we have 3 columns. Expense column, annual column, right? And then monthly column. The essence of this exercise is simple, ladies. I want to find out if your business can actually pay for your monthly expenses. Now, the monthly expenses we are going to find out is not for your business, for your personal expense. You as the owner of your business. You as the person that is running the business, right? Can your business actually cater for all the things that you do? Now, for us to be able to do that, how are we going to do it? Let me tell you. There are certain expenses that are annual expenses. We'll put it under annual. We'll divide it by 12 so that we'll get the monthly. What we are trying to look for is your monthly expense, not your annual. We're trying to look for the monthly expense. Are we together?
Yeah.
Good. Now, here's what I want you to do. Under the expense category, I will call each expense one by one. You will write the name of the expense, and then if it's annual, we'll put it under annual, then we'll divide it by 12 to get the monthly. Remember, what I said is that your personal expense, whether you're the one paying for that expense or not, whether it's somebody else that is paying for it, we need to estimate it, right? And the reason we're trying to find this is because the essence of you running a business, right, is for you to be wealthy. The only way you can be wealthy, wealth is not measured in the amount of money you have. Wealth is measured in time. So if you have $10 million in your account, right, or 10 million shillings, Tanzanian shillings in your account, and you spend 1 million monthly, it means you have 10 months worth of wealth, right? So your personal finance has a large degree to determine how wealthy you are. And for you to run a business, you're running a business for you to be wealthy, right? So the first thing that I want you to do is this. The first expense we are going to look at is rent. So under expense, I want you to write rent. Now, in Dar es Salaam or wherever you are, if your rent is being paid monthly, just go to the monthly and write it. If your rent is paid annually, write it under annual. So write it under, if your rent is annual, whatever amount it is. Now, even if you don't know how much your rent is, and maybe you are married and it's your husband that is paying rent, or maybe you're staying with your family and your family is paying rent, you should be able to estimate how much will rent cost in this area that I'm giving. Even if your family owns the house that you're living in, you're not paying rent, why it's important for you to understand this concept is, in case anything happens to the income source of the person that is paying the rent, you as CEO, can you support? So every day you wake up in the morning and you go on Instagram and say, oh, I'm the CEO of this place, I'm the CEO of that place. And every day maybe your husband or your brothers, they're seeing you and they're calling you CEO, well done. And then maybe, the family can't afford to pay rent. And they ask, oh, Rahma, Farida, please, can you just chip in this month? And you start to scratch your head and say, there's no money, right? So you want to know, can you actually cater for the lifestyle that you're used to, right? So if it's annual, put it under annual. If it's not annual, if it's monthly, put it under monthly. If it's annual, put it under annual, divide it by 12, and then put the figure under the monthly. If you've done that, type 1 in the comment section. If you've done that, type 1, and then type an emoji of how you feel. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Or do you want to, if you want to unmute your mic, you can unmute your mic and tell us how you feeling. Are you feeling good? Is it exciting? Are you like, yeah, I got this? Or are you thinking, there's a problem?
Stressful.
You're just thinking, you're like, okay, I've not even started. All right, fantastic. The second expense category that I want you to look at, number 2, under expense, write transportation. Transportation. Now, for transportation, this is the amount that you pay for transporting yourself to move around town in a month. So if you have a car, this is how much do you spend on fuel in a month. If you don't have a car and you use Uber or Bolt or Yego or any of the transport companies, estimate how much do you think you spend in a month. Then I want you to write it under the monthly. Right? So put it under the monthly. How much do you think? It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. It's a guesstimation. We just want to guess and see how much it is. So if you have guessed, I want you to type 2 in the comment section. And when you type 2, we've done 2 expenses now. We have 9 to go. How are you feeling? You can either put an emoji or you can unmute your mic and tell us how you're feeling. Number 3, utilities. So I want you to under expenses, I want you to write utilities. Right? Now, then you go to your monthly utilities. So what are the utilities? Things like, power, things like Netflix, things like if you pay for DSTV, if you pay for any utilities in the house, cooking gas, all the utilities are in the house. If you're paying for power, you're paying everything. If you have, like we in Nigeria now, for example, in estates, we have something called estate dues. So we live in estates and they charge estate dues. And what those estate dues happen is the people in the estate, when they collect those dues, they use it for either cleaning the estate, for paying cleaners, for paying security and all that. I don't know if you guys have that as well over there, but, put that under utilities as well. Things like Netflix, all the utilities for your home. The home that you're living. Remember, what we're trying to figure out is whether you're the one that is paying for those utilities or not. That utility is being used. Gas is being used. I'll tell you an interesting story. So there's a lady, we did this exercise. So this exercise is one of the exercises that we do in Boss Workshop, right? And a lot of people in the class, they even end up crying because it's a mind opener. So this particular lady, she sells food. She cooks food, but she cooks food from home. and she sells it. And she has never she has been running her business for a year, and she has never taken into account that the cooking gas that she uses at home is what she uses to cook the food that she sells. And so when we did this exercise for her, she realized that apparently for the whole year, because she's married, her husband was actually the one that was catering for her business. For her business, and she wasn't even putting the cost of gas when she was doing her costing. So she was selling her food cheap, not realizing that she wasn't selling it in a way that she could make money, right? Good. Now, if you've done that, please type 3 in the comment section. If you're done with utilities, type 3. Beautiful. All right, so let's move on. Number 4, feeding cost. This is how much do you guess you spend a month on feeding. The feeding is not the feeding at home. It's how much do you spend eating out. So estimate how much do you spend eating out. Girls' night out, brunch date, lunch date, ice cream, expensive restaurants, all those things. How much do you guess you spend in a month on all those things? If you've done that, I want you to type 4 in the comment section. Right, Rahma. All right, Nemo, Asmini, fantastic. All right, so let's go to number 5. Number 5 is groceries. So write groceries as under expense, and then how much do you estimate you use for groceries at home? This is, pair of Rice Krispies that you're buying, prawns, shrimps that you used to cook, pasta, all the things that you like to buy at home that you cook, right? So that's groceries. That's, you put that under monthly. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're the one that supplies the groceries or somebody else is supplying the groceries. You want to know how much your family would typically spend on groceries. If you're done with that, I want you to type 5 in the comment section. We're getting to the interesting part now. Type 5 in the comment section if you are done with groceries. Fantastic. Now we're going to take a 50-second session to ask. Okay. Walaikum salam. Okay, you guys should go. I'm having a class now. Okay, I've greeted them. Walaikum salam. Yeah. Now what? You can't do it, Daddy. Come down. I'm in a class, please. I'm coming. When I finish, you come back. Thank you. All right. So we'll take a few. Sorry about that. We'll take a few seconds, and I want you to let me know how you feel. We've done 5 expense items so far. How do you feel? How are you feeling? From seeing how the monthly expense is going through your mind. How are you feeling? So I want 2 or 3 people to volunteer and unmute their mic and tell us how they are feeling. Who wants to volunteer? I want 2 or 3 people to volunteer. Unmute your mic and just tell us how do you feel? How are you feeling? Seeing these expenses, what are you thinking? Anybody? Okay, Asia, go ahead. I can see you raised your hands.
What I can say is I am overwhelmed and surprised because I actually didn't expect me to be using this kind of money just for transportation. So yeah, it's a bit overwhelming. yeah, a little bit unexpected
Right.
too.
Unexpected. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Who else wants to share? Thank you very much, Asia, for sharing. Who did I see anybody's hands up? Okay, I think Masika. Masika, did you raise your hand? Do you want to talk? Then I don't know if you raised your hand by mistake. Okay, Rahma, go ahead, Rahma.
I feel kind of funny actually.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these costs, I tried so much to like cut them down, like the transportation. I would go out with my brother or someone I'm living with when they are going out, so I'm not the one spending. But just checking how much we spend on fuel every day,
Yeah.
it is funny. I can't even explain how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, that's the idea. So, all right, awesome. So let me hit you guys with number 6. If you are ready for number 6, I want you to type 6 in the comment section. If you are ready for number 6, because this number 6, and if you are not sitting, please make sure you are seated, because this number 6 is about to wipe you out. If you are feeling funny, this number 6 is about to tickle you to feel even funnier. Number 6. Are you ready? School fees. I wish I took a screen. I wish I took a screenshot of Zulfa's face. She was like, "What? School fees? School fees of everybody that is living under your care, your children, your relatives, anybody that's under your care. Whether you're the one paying the school fees or not, you need to know how much the school fees is." Fantastic. So let me tell you how you calculate school fees. You know that school fees is paid per term, and we have 3 terms in a year. So get the school fees, times it by 3, put it under the annual, right? Then divide it by 12 to get the monthly. Once you are done with that, type a 6 in the comment section and then tell us how you feel. Just put an emoji for how you feel. Zulfa, I think you're muted if you're speaking.
I said pardon. About calculating school fees.
Yeah. So how you calculate the school fees? You do it times 3, because school fees is per term. So you times it by 3, right, to get 1 year. So once you times it by 3, put it under yearly. You have gotten the yearly school fees. Then you divide it by 12 to get the monthly. So if you're done with school fees, type 6 in the comment section. Masika says, "What?" Grandma is laughing. Oh my God, this is going to be so much fun. All right. Good. So let's move to number 7. Number 7 is personal expense. This is the amount you spend personally on yourself. It could be clothes, it could be toiletries, it could be just anything. Anything that you spend on yourself, put it under personal expense number 7. Personal expense, just things that you spend on yourself. Just guess how much. Still calculating and confused. That's me. Oh my God. Don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. It's fine. It happens. Right? Yeah. So personal expense. Guess how much you think you spend in a month and put it under there. Right? If you're done with number 7, type 7. If you're done with number 7, type 7. Personal expense vary from month to month. How do you put it? You just guess. Just guess. What's an average? So what I said, these numbers don't have to be very 100% accurate. We just want to have an idea of how much you're spending. Yeah, so if you do 3 times a year, that's fine. Then you divide it. Right? So if you're done with personal expense, type 7. All right, let's move on quickly to number 8. So number 8 is childcare expense. So If you have children, this is just how much you spend on your children. Toys, gifts. If you have a nanny, how much are you paying the nanny? You know, every other thing, medical bills, all those kind of things. Right? If you're done with number 8, so childcare expense, just guess. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, but just guess how much. If you're done with number 8, type 8 in the comment section. Right. Fantastic. Beautiful. So let's go to number 9. Number 9 is communication. So under expense, right? Communication. And then guess how much do you spend in a month on communication? So communication can be internet, call credit, the internet at home, you know, the internet on your phone, you know, call credit, all those things. Just guess how much do you think you spend? If you're done with that, type 9 in the comment section. All right, fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's go to number 10. Number 10 is giving, charity. So estimate how much do you think you spend on charity every month. It doesn't have to be accurate. Even if you don't do charity every month, just estimate, like, how much do you think? And the charity doesn't necessarily mean only sadaqah, where you're giving in the masjid or somewhere. No. Your younger brother calls you, hey, auntie, can you buy me something? That's charity. Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Somebody calls you, from home. Please, can you send some money? That kind of thing. So that's charity. If you're done with number 10, type 10 in the comment section. We're getting to the last point now. Right, fantastic. 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 Number 11. Number 11 is other expenses. Every other expense that you do. So let me tell you what an other expense looks like. You know, there are some people, I don't know about over there in Tanzania, but here in Nigeria, there are some people that every single Ramadan, they spend it in Umrah. Every Ramadan. And mostly women. You see them, when they meet in the market or they meet at the place of work, they're like, oh, hi, Ashista, assalamu alaikum. Oh, where are you spending Ramadan? When are you traveling for Ramadan? And you now see it, like, oh, yeah, I'm traveling last 10 days. Oh, you guys are going last 10 days. Oh, we were going middle 10 days, or we're going for the whole Ramadan. Oh, mashallah. What airline do you guys use? Oh, we're using Ethiopian Air. No. We don't use Ethiopian Air. We use Emirates. You hear them bragging and making noise like that. So if you're part of those people that travel every year, even if it's not you that is buying the ticket, if it's somebody else that is buying the ticket, add it under personal expense or other expense. So this other expense can be every other thing: travel, vacation. Some people always go for summer vacation, all those things. Put it there. The interesting thing is that a lot of people that do all these vacations, like I said, some of them, it's not them that is paying for the tickets, but they are not even aware. So add it there. If you're done with number 11, type 11 in the comment section. Fantastic. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to total everything and write the total under. So total everything. I'll give you like a minute to total everything. All right. Have you totaled it? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being extremely excited, 1 being blah, how do you feel? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being excited, 1 being blah, how do you feel? Type it in the comment section. I think people are still calculating. Smith said 1. Oh my God. Who else? How do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10. Come on, I need to see some 10 now. You guys are the Muslimah Boss Network members. Let me see some 10 in the building. Okay, Rahma said 6. Okay, all right, that's good. Not too bad. Let's get 2 more responses and then we'll move on. And then I'll tell you the interesting thing. So Gift says 6. Gift Ally says 6. Okay. Okay. So let me ask you a question. You, CEO, that you are claiming you are running a business, do you pay yourself this amount that you wrote down as salary every month? I did not say, does your business make this amount? I say, no. Does your business pay you this amount as salary? Remember what I said. I said the difference between a business and a hobby. A business has grown to the point where it can cater for your personal needs. A hobby is something that cannot cater for your personal needs. And we just did an analysis now to determine your personal needs. So I'm asking you, does your business pay you this amount as salary? Yes or no? Asmini said no. All right. Masika says no. Nemo says no. Salama says no. All right. Now let me ask you a smaller question. Does your business generate this amount in revenue monthly? Yes or no? So yes, it's not paying you salary, but does it generate this amount? What if you have multiple sources of income? Okay, yeah, that's another part. But if you have multiple sources of income, the business, at least one of the business, should be able to pay you that amount of salary. And understand that this is not the question I want to ask you guys. This is not even the question. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, this is not the question. Let me tell you the main question that I want to ask you. The main question I want to ask you is this: how big must your business become to pay 5 people this amount that you put down as salary? What kind of business should you build to be able to pay 5 people this amount as salary? Because you see, one of the biggest issues people have is this. The reason why your business is not growing is because you are the one that does everything in your business. Your business is 100% dependent on you. If you fall sick, your business cannot run. And the reason why your business cannot grow more than what it is right now is because in your mind, you are not thinking big enough to accommodate the dreams and aspirations of your staff. Now, I'm sure some of you, when I said, how big should your business grow for you to be able to pay 5 people this amount in salary? You are thinking, so I'll pay my staff this amount in salary. Why should I pay them this amount in salary? But the question I'm asking you is that why shouldn't you pay them? Right? For you to be able to get the quality staff that can move your business to that point, you should be able to start thinking. I'm not saying you should start paying them today, but you should think, you should have an image in your mind about where do I want my business to go. You shouldn't limit yourself. I'll give you an example. So Zulfa, for example, is talking about, okay, look, listen, we're doing the summit and then we're doing boss workshop. I'm bringing a speaker all the way from Nigeria and everything. There are people that are thinking, Zulfa, why are you doing that? Are you crazy? Have you not finished? Can't you get people from within Tanzania? Why do you have to go and bring somebody from all the way there? But it's because you're thinking, okay, big enough, and say, okay, look, how big can my business be? And it's the same thing with me as well. I mean, I did a tour of Rwanda and Kenya a couple of months back. And I went around and I went to do a training there and all that. The reason why I am also seeking to expand into other territories is because I'm also thinking, I'm saying, look, how big must my business be? I hope you know that this exercise that I gave you all to do, I've done it by myself before. So when I did it, the first thing I told myself was that if I stay in Nigeria alone, I cannot get this revenue to pay myself and pay 5 other people. For me to be able to get that kind of revenue, we must start to go outside and start to seek other places. And that's how big businesses grow. Facebook started in the campus, but he had a vision to grow it. And today, everybody around the world is using a Facebook product, either Instagram, WhatsApp, or Facebook itself. The reason a lot of us, especially Africans, we don't grow big businesses is because we're always content. And I'll tell you another interesting thing. This happens, yes, in Africa, but even worse, it happens within the Muslim community. Why? Because we are very content. We misunderstand what true contentment is. Contentment says that, look, be happy with what you have, but it doesn't say don't strive for better, right? Because one of the core tenets that we have to think about is ihsan. And what is ihsan? Ihsan is striving for excellence. For us to be able to excellence, right, we must start to think, how do we, whatever it is that we're doing, we must do it excellently. So how big should your business be for you to be able to pay 5 people this amount in salaries? So I've seen a lot of people commenting. Let me see. Nasra said 70 to 50%. Rahma said 75%. Yeah, right? So yes, you're beginning to think of how big it should be. And that's the thing. So now let me tell you, how do you now grow your business? And look, this is the strategy that I use for multi-million-dollar organizations when I do strategy sessions for them. And this is the strategy session that I use for different organizations. Okay. Sorry, just give me 1 second. All right, so like I said, this is the strategy that I use for multi-million-dollar organizations that I'm able to grow their businesses. One of the things that I do is this. I tell them, the first thing you need to have as a business owner is a compelling vision. What is the compelling vision that you have as a business owner? Now, for your vision, what I want you to put, you see that amount that you have put, that I said, the personal finance analysis that we just did now, that should be your vision for your business to be able to pay you. Now, I'm not saying your business should pay you this today or tomorrow, but that's a vision that you should have in your business to say, look, in the next couple of years, I want my business to be able to pay me that amount. Now, the question I'm going to ask you, and I want you to type it in the comment section so that you commit to it, is that in how many years do you think your business should start to pay you that amount in salary? Not how much, not that it generates that amount. No, that it should pay you that amount in salary. How many years? Set a target for yourself. Is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever? I want you to type it in the comment section. How many years do you think that amount that we did in the personal finance analysis, how many years do you think it should take for your business to pay you that amount in salaries? All right. Asia says 2 years. Fantastic. Okay. Asmini says 3 years. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Rahma says 2 years. Give that. Ally says 2 years. Fantastic. So that's it. That's a vision. Ashura says 5 years. Beautiful. That's a vision that you have set for yourself. Now, here's the interesting thing. Once a company sets a vision, right, the next thing that every organization must do for you to be able to achieve that vision is to think about it and ask yourself, right, what culture will be able to grow that business to that level? And remember, I don't know if you've heard this saying, but it says that culture will eat strategy for breakfast. Meaning that no matter what strategy you put in your business, whatever culture that is prevalent in that business is what will either allow the strategy to grow or it will kill the strategy. Now, what is culture in your business? It's simple. What are the core values of your business? Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you have core values written down in your business? Yes or no? I want you to type it in the comment section. Do you have core values written down in your business? Yes or no? Okay, so Asmini says yes. All right, let's see. So Asmini, tell us your core values for your business. What are the core values of your business? Okay, Nasra says, Alhamdulillah, yes, fantastic. Type your core values of your business. So all of you that have core values in your business, type the core values of your business. I'm going to share something really profound with you that I have seen that really, really changes the trajectory of business owners. You see, one of the things that happens is that when we write core values, most times when we're starting our business, we just go and meet a business consultant or a finance consultant and tell them, oh, please help me do a business plan. When they do a business plan for you, you pay them. In that business plan, they'll give you the mission, the vision, the core values, and all that. Most times what happens is that the core values don't come alive in our businesses. And I want to share with you one thing that can help your core values come alive. Now, how do you identify your core values? So some of you that say you have core values, I want you to type your core values. Accountability and punctuality. Okay, cool thing. Thank you very much for sharing. Right? Now, here's the thing. I want you to think about your core values. So those of you that already have, those of you that don't have, when you're formulating your core values, this is what I want you to think about. You see that there's an amount that your business should be able to pay you in salary. And then the next level is, how can you grow your business so that you can pay 5 people that amount in salary, right? Now, for you to be able to get to that point where it pays 5 people that amount, there are certain characteristics, there are certain behaviors that all your staff in your business must embrace for them to be able to move that business to the next level, right? Those behaviors, those characteristics, those are your core values. So Kulthum, for example, says accountability and punctuality. So it means that every single staff in your business whether the staff is present now or you want to hire the staff in the future, you must always make sure that you use accountability and punctuality to assess those staff. So once you've identified your vision, you've identified your core values, which is also akin to your culture. The next thing that you want to do in terms of having a strategic blueprint is to say, okay, this vision that I have is, I have a vision to say, okay, I want to pay myself this amount in salary, right? And this is how many years I want to get there. 2 years. So as many as quality, customer satisfaction, and community impact. Fantastic. Now, you want to make sure that all your staff understand these core values, right? And one of the ways that you can make them to understand it is by creating an acronym. So I'll give you an example. The acronym for my business, for my core values, is TIP. TIP, what does it mean? Transformation. I'm typing it in the comment section for you guys to see. Transformation, innovation, positive energy. Right? So, and the reason why you want to have an acronym is so that your staff can remember it. So Rahma says problem solving, information, customers focus, loyalty, right? Asmini, QCC. I love that. So then what you now start saying is that, you have the name of your business and say, we run our business the QCC way. If you've been to any Coca-Cola bottling company, you'll see that they'll tell you that they have a TCQ way of doing things. And that's the total quality, I think total consumer quality or something like that. They created something like that, right? So you too have that. And your staff should remember that. So every meeting that you're having with your staff, you want to always tell them to recite the core values. You want to tell them to talk about the core values. You explain to them about the core values, right? And then the last thing that you want to do in terms of trying to grow and put strategy in your business and growth. We've talked about the vision. We've talked about the core values. The last thing is you must now have a measure of success. How do you measure success? How can you measure that, okay, I've arrived at where I want to arrive? Revenue alone is not the only thing you can use. So I'll give you an example. If somebody is describing a place to you and it tells you, oh, when you come to Crown Plaza Hotel, in Dar es Salaam, you see this thing it's opposite this thing. It's on this road. It's a blue building. You see, the more the person describes it, the more it's easier for you to identify when you get there. One of the biggest issues that business owners make is that when they have a goal, they only have one measure to measure success, and that is the revenue. So they just say, we want to make $20 million this year. But true businesses that see growth and success, they don't use only one measure of success. So what I want you to do, take some time out to think, what are 5 to 7 other ways that you can measure success? So I'll tell you, one of the ways you can use to measure success is number of customers. So how many customers do you want to have in your database by that 2 years that you want to pay yourself that amount of money in salary? Revenue. You also identify how much revenue do you think you want to generate for you to be able to pay yourself this amount of salary. How much revenue should your business be generating? Profit. What's the profit percentage that your business should be generating for your business to be able to generate, that amount? Customer satisfaction. You must be able to measure how satisfied are your customers. Is it across board? 70% satisfaction, 80% satisfaction, 60% satisfaction, whatever. You write it down. Number of staff. How many staff do you think you require for you to be able to generate that amount, for you to be able to pay yourself that amount in salaries? How many coverage? How many states do you want to have your business located? Do you want it in multiple states? Do you want it in different countries? Do you want to open branches outside Africa? You have to have that vision as well. Identify. So these are just a few examples that I've given you. Once you identify those things, you now sit down and ask yourself, what action steps should I take? Each measure of success that you have written down, you want to write down 2 to 3 action steps that you can take. So for example, customer database. So how many people do you want to have in your customer database? Okay, if I want to have 2,000 people in my customer database, what are 2 action steps that I should take? Number 1, I must make sure that for my customer database, I have a customer database to start with. Number 2, you need to start gathering data, collecting phone numbers, collecting email addresses. You must have a customer relationship management tool that you can put those data in and you can measure. You see, those are action steps. Coverage. I want to be in 2 African countries. Fine. What are 2 action steps that you want to do? Oh, I want to explore going into Nairobi. I want to explore going into Nigeria. You know, like that. You itemize it. Revenue, $10 million. Okay, what are the steps that you want to take to hit $10 million? If I'm selling bridal outfits, I want to sell 20 bridal outfits a month. I want to sell 30 bridal outfits a month. Like that. Once you do that, you have a comprehensive growth strategy that can take you to the next level. You have your vision, you have your core values, which is your culture, because culture is the most important thing. And then you have your measure of success that you can hold everybody accountable to. Once you break those action points, you can now break them to sub-action points and say, okay, customer database tool, download it. Who will download it? Deadline, put a deadline. Once you put a deadline, you can now delegate some of those action steps to your staff with a deadline for them, and then you can now use that to review. So 4 things that we have talked about today, right, that will help you to grow your business. Number 1, you must stop seeing your business as a business that only caters for your needs. You must stop seeing that, right? Number 2, you must ask yourself, what is the vision? In how many years can my business start to pay me this amount in salary? Number 3, what is the culture that I want in my business that I feel like it will take me to that next level that I want to go to? And lastly, number 4, what are the measures of success? When I get there, what does it look like? How will I know that I've gotten there? And then you put deadlines to that. Once you do these 4 key things, trust me, you will start to, inshallah, see growth in your business and you start to see transformation in your business. First of all, I want to thank all of you for staying. I know it's late over there. I really appreciate you guys staying here, listening to me, and we're going to open up for any questions that you might have. So if you have any questions, any comments, we'll take about 10-15 minutes to answer your questions, and then we can call it a night. I don't want to keep you all too late. Any questions? You can type it. You can raise your hand to unmute your mic. Anyone? How do you reset your mindset? I'll tell you. So changing your mindset, right? It's about changing your belief. There are 2 ways you can change your belief. One way is spaced repetition of time. What does spaced repetition of time mean? Is that if you keep telling yourself, I'm great, I can do this, I'm amazing, I'm fantastic, after a while, you start to believe it. But it takes a lot of time. Second way that you can change your belief system is by putting yourself in a highly charged emotional event. So sometimes someone dies, for example. It's a highly charged emotional event. It changes your belief system. You survive a car crash, it changes your belief system. And one of the easiest ways to change your belief system using that highly charged emotional event is by putting yourself in rooms that will stretch your thinking. And that's why I want to let you know that the upcoming boss workshop that is happening in October in Dar es Salaam is something that you must attend. if you want to change your mindset, right? If you want to see rapid transformation. Because one of the things that we do is that we've created a system that helps our participants see rapid transformation in their businesses and in their lives. So, if you want Rahma, if you want to reset your mindset, you can either go the route of space repetition of time, where you keep doing, you keep telling yourself, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I have a good mind, I have a good mind, I have a good mind. Or you can join us at the Boss Workshop, where we help you with key strategies for you to be able to grow your business. Okay, so it's asking me, the past years I've been paying myself a bonus at year end. Does that count? The question is, how do I term that? And can I use that as a tool for growth? So if you're paying yourself a bonus, it means that one of the biggest issues business owners have is that they pay themselves bonuses just because of bonuses. For you to pay yourself a bonus, you must set a target. And anything that is above that target, then you can pay yourself a bonus of that amount that is above that target. So yes, if you're paying yourself a bonus every year at the end of the year, yes, it counts as your revenue for the year. But the question I want you to now think about is, that bonus you're paying yourself, have you put a target? And have you told yourself that you will pay yourself a bonus only if you exceed that target? Right? So if I don't reach the target, I don't pay myself. Fantastic. That's meaning you're great. You're already on the right path. So that's what you do. So you pay yourself, you set yourself a target and pay yourself if you hit that target. Yeah, that's a tool for growth. And also when you hire your staff, you promise them a bonus and tell them that, look, if you achieve this thing, I'll pay you guys a bonus as well. Right? Kulthum says, is communication expenses not part of utilities? If you put it under utilities, yes, that's fine. But if you didn't put it under utilities, we created that part also for you to capture it. It doesn't really matter where you put it. Whether you put it under utilities or put it under communication, that's fine as well. Masika says, thank you very much. May Allah bless you. I mean, Jazakallah khairan, may Allah bless you too. I work on them to reform my business, inshallah. Inshallah. And more importantly, I want to see you in Crown Plaza, October, inshallah, where we're coming for Bob Show Up. If you think that this 1 hour class, let me ask you guys a question. And I want you to answer me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was this class? I can take honest feedback, it's fine. If you didn't like it, 1, bleh. If you loved it, 10. If it blew your mind, 100. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how was this class? There's something I want to say. Hey, Asia says 1,000 over 10. Bust off my head. Munyi says, oh, okay, that's Asmini. Says 9. Rahma said 10. Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nemo said 10. Fantastic. Salama says 8. Beautiful. Now, let me ask you a question. This is a 1 hour class. 1 hour. And it's virtual. And there was a lot of, you saw my organs, the chairman of my board of directors. They came to say hi, right? And everything. If you think this class was amazing, 1 hour, virtual, I'm sure even you, I saw some of you, your children were with you. I think I saw Amina. A few of you, your children were with you, they were distracting you, and you still said the class was amazing. Then I want you to imagine what it would be like to be in one hall for over 8 to 9 hours, where we dive deep into your business. Every question you have about your business, we will fix it. Everything, all the issues that you're having, everything that you can imagine, we'll be able to handle it for you. Imagine that. And then as you're imagining, I want you to send Zulfa a message this night and secure your spot for the upcoming Boss Workshop. Mind you, we have only 30 slots available. Me and Zulfa have been fighting. Zulfa said she's only I'm coming with people from Nigeria, inshallah. Zulfa said she's giving me only 10 slots for Nigeria. that she doesn't want me to come and bring. Because if I say 30 people will come, right? Zulfa said, Othman, please, this is for my Muslimah Boss Network people. Don't come and fill up everywhere. So for you guys, you have only 20 slots. And Zulfa told me that about 7 or 10 of those slots are taken. I don't know how much. I can't remember how many. Sorry? 12. See, last time she said 7. Now we have 12. Right now, we only have 8 slots left. Book your slot today. So that you will not come and be saying, had I known, I wish, but I didn't know. Now you know. All of you that are in this call. How many people do we have in this call? We have, I don't know. How many people? At least 10 people. If 10 of you, I know some of you have joined already. Some of you have not joined. If you not, make sure you join. And let me tell you what is even more important. It's not even about the class. Is that you get 1 month coaching with me after the class. So everything that you learn in class, I think Rahma was saying that she feels like she's going to be overthinking and analyzing everything after the class. That's why I provided the 1 month post-event coaching, where I will walk with you all the things that we learn in class to help you to implement it. I'm more interested in seeing the transformation that will happen in your business. So if you haven't signed up, if you are waiting, don't wait. Delay is dangerous. Make sure you sign up this night. Don't procrastinate. Sign up this night. Send Zulfa a message. Call her. Disturb her. If she doesn't answer you, call her. Make sure she answers you and secure your slot. And make sure, because I can't wait to see you guys there. See, you don't even understand. This class is the highlight of my 2024. Right? I'm super excited. This class, I'm just calm because this is virtual. My energy is out of here. And I'm bringing times 10. I'm bringing energy that nobody else has seen before. I'm saving it. I've kept it somewhere. I'm saving it for Dar es Salaam, inshallah. So yeah, thank you all for joining and thank you for the session. Awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. And if no more questions, I think we can call it a night. Zulfa, over to you.
Okay. Thank you a lot, Brother Othman, for the session. I think if we pay this session, we could pay even $500. But have done it free for us. So Allahu Barik. To my fellow sisters of Muslimah Boss, let me speak Swahili. Recording in progress. Mwisho wa mwezi tulipokutana niliwaambia kuhusiana na the Boss Workshop na niliwaambia kwamba lengo la meeting yote ambayo tunafanya, events ambazo tunazifanya ni kwa ajili ya watu wa Muslimah Boss. Watu wa nje watokee tu bahati mbaya. Lakini bahati mbaya iliyoje ni kwamba watu wengi waliobook nafasi ni watu wa nje. Watu wa Muslimah Boss hawafiki 5. Ni huzuni. Kwa hiyo kama alivyosema kwa Mr. Othman, naomba tumbook session. Hizi nafasi 8 zizobakia tuzikamilishe leo. Yaani mpaka kufikia tunamaliza hii June tayari tushafunga nafasi zote. Na wasubiri leo, silali na wasubiri. Ole wenu. Okay, Mr. Othman, thank you. You told me you are in special Swahili training. I hope you understand what I spoke.
I understand. Asante sana. We're getting there. But inshallah, before I come, I'll surprise you people with small Swahili. Inshallah. But yeah, I look forward to seeing all of you there, and I'm sure it's going to be exciting. Inshallah.
Ya Allah, thank you a lot.
Thank you very much. All right, take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.